Just giving it a minute to see if anyone wants to join. Give me just a second. Okay, so I'm not gonna wait for anybody to come in. I'm gonna just kind of jump in and show y'all how uh, to make to do a glitter tumbler, and we're gonna add chunky to it. I'm gonna show you just the easiest way. I learned my we have a glitter dealer. That's the lady Susan that we buy our glitter from. You can check her out on Facebook. You'll absolutely love her glitter. She's super, super sweet. Her group is called the Glitter Dealer. And I don't, anybody I've ever suggested her to's never been disappointed. So, just a thought. You can never have too much glitter, right? So, okay. Um, Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I thought I had all of my stuff out. I was almost prepared. Fully prepared. Okay, so this is the stuff that you will need. By the way, for those of you who don't know, my name is Sarah, and I just am trying to learn how to do the tutorials to help um, teach others outside of my group. Um, that I have like a very small group that we're like a close knit community, and so I wanted to try to help others without being overloaded with a bunch of members. So, anyways, I figured I would also do some tutorials here. If you ever have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'm always happy to help. So what you'll need, obviously, you need a tumbler that's base coated. You could base coat it any color you want. I normally either do white or I will do it according to the, as close to the color glitter that I can get to. Um, and then, sorry guys, I don't know how to see comments. I'm still learning this. So if you leave a comment, I'm really sorry if I miss it. Um, oh, there it is, Amber. Hi, Amber. It's working. Okay, so, I mean, you already know all of this, but, thank you for joining. I'm so excited and nervous at the same time. Um, but I wanted to show you something too before I forget. I finished it. Look how beautiful that is. You are my inspiration, girl. So, anyways, okay, we'll do that another time. I promise. We're not only gonna do tumblers. I know I love it too. Believe it or not, that was the you remember the live that I did, where I was trying to do those, and I was trying to do the crackle paint on it, and it didn't work. That's what that is. So that was a fix of my mess up. So, but what I do want to show is how to add chunky glitter to tumblers, because a lot of the times people tend to struggle with getting the epoxy to cover over it without having to like sand, like kill your arm. And it does. I love it, right, Amber? Thank you so much. So you can use Mod Podge. It doesn't matter which kind you get, guys, but this is the one that I have. But you can use Mod Podge. Uh, you can use triple thick. It's a spray adhesive. You can also use there's like other spray adhesives out there that you could use. You're welcome to try those. I prefer this method when applying glitter. That's just me. So you need your Mod Podge, something to apply it. They do have a Mod Podge brush that is absolutely amazing. But I have a really bad habit, and Amber can attest to this. I have a really bad habit of not washing out my paintbrushes. So, yeah, that brush is like non-existent anymore. And then you need obviously your glitter of choice, your chunky. Okay, y'all lost me. Sorry. I have no idea what happened. So, anyways, I'm back. Okay. So I'm gonna use the dots. This is the chunky glitter. To go with my pink. I think it'll look good. I don't know, we're gonna find out today. Aren't we? And then I'm using this. It's like a little medicine cup to put my Mod Podge in. And I'm doing that just in case I have to do a second coat of glitter. Which normally with the lighter color I typically do. But I don't want to continuously once I go back over my cup again. Um, I know, right, Amber? It's so super cute. It was given to me, and I absolutely love it. This is my first time trying it. So I used the other ones, but I was like, ooh, this is different. So let me try this. And then I have a turner, a cup turner, and that's how. And then of course you need your epoxy and all of that stuff. So we'll get into that for the next step. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Let me see if I can. I'm not gonna tilt you down because I have a tendency to mess up my, make y'all go smack into the table. And then I also, this is not a requirement. It's not something you have to have. It's just more of a convenience thing. But I have these cup stands that I make. Yeah, I've already dropped it, so I had to redo it. That way, whenever I'm not using it, I'm not setting it down. So my cup is dry. And I will tell you, here is the trick I learned. Because whenever I first started making cups, I did a ton of research and could not figure this out for the life of me. Um, and then finally, I caught on to one of Heather from Feather Bear Designs videos. She did it all the time, but I never caught on to it. So I wanted to point this out for those who are new, so that way maybe you can save stripping a few cups. When you're Mod Podging, um, to put glitter on, don't like Mod Podge a few strips and then glitter. Podge a few strips and then glitter. Or Mod Podge half and then glitter. Like, don't do that. Even if you're doing an ombre, don't do that. And the reason why I say that is because you will get lines wherever you stop. No matter how smooth you try to make it, it's not going to look right. So the best thing for you to do, in my opinion, because crafting is 98% preference. If anybody tells you any difference, don't listen to them. Because I'm telling you right now, you can, a lot of the times you can do whatever you want. Just kind of pick and pull different things to see what makes you feel more comfortable. But in this right here will make your life so much easier. So what I basically do is I kind of like slap on the Mod Podge on my cup, and I don't worry about the lines or anything, and I just keep going around. And then after that, I'll go back after it's completely coated, and you need to put it on thick enough that it doesn't dry by the time you make it back around. So then when I'm done with that, I'll go back through, and then I'll start smoothing it out to where I don't have any lines. Also, by the way, this is a football, a very well used football on a PVC pipe that's holding my cup on, for those of you who are new to this and don't know that. So I'm going to go ahead and start slapping on the Mod Podge. And right now it's really just, there's, no rhyme or reason. You just slapping it on there. Oh, Amber, you know what I didn't think about making for the craft fair that I'm doing? I didn't think about making my buckets. And I was thinking about it the other 2 nights ago, I think it was. I was like, dang, I need to make some buckets. Because the fair that I'm doing is for, it's like a little league for a small community, small town is putting it together. So I was like, man, that'd be a great idea. I think so, anyways. Have them up there glowing and stuff. And I thought maybe about putting, like, I was going to do just a couple of them because, I don't know. Surprisingly, those weren't like a humongous seller. But over the summer, like I thought they would be. Maybe it'd be more fall, I might be able to, people sitting outside, eating s'mores by a campfire. So see right here, I'm just basically going through, smoothing it out. You can wipe off, the excess that you have just to try to help. And just make sure that you get like your rim, like your edges. Make sure you coat your entire cup. I have that problem, like I'll leave, I'll miss like what, like a small area of the rim. And I'm like, dang it. If I do it this go around, I can show you how I fix it. So, and, and I do have a piece of, wax paper down. You don't have to use wax paper. You can use, copy paper. You can even use foil, but foil, oh man, I can't ever get my glitter to unstick from it. So basically what you do is you just start pouring. Like, you're not going to waste your glitter. It's not going to eat your glitter alive or any of that. I purposely said that for one of my girls. One of the girls in our group. She cracks me up. So, and then as you can see, because I'm a dumper, so I have enough time. I just pick it up. If you run out, you just pick it up, dump it back in, and keep on going. And yes, my glitter is in a pea cup because our glitter dealer gives them to us for free with our glitter. That's the cheap route to where she doesn't have to charge us for them. Works for me. She has great prices too. This color that I'm using is Hot Pink Rainbow. It's super pretty. So you just pick it up and just go back to dumping. So, and then I just scoop if I miss something. But see, oh, my lighting is terrible in here, guys. And then on top of that, I just realized that I don't even have my other light on in here, so that doesn't help. So give me just a second. Yeah. Yeah, I figured that I'll get them made up, Amber, for like right before the show. I'm just gonna do a couple of them, at least for ideas. Okay, so I actually like this coverage. So, I'm going to, let that be done. Um, so I will tell you also that whenever I first started doing this, which was back in, the middle of February, um, like I didn't even know that groups existed and stuff until I started like watching videos on YouTube and things of that sort. And I think I was working on them for like a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. Um, maybe it was like a week and a half. I don't know. Anyways, but so it was it did cover. I love her glitter. It did cover really well. She has excellent glitter. It's so beautiful. But the other thing is that she or so I just lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was to say. So if you are gonna use this again, okay, if you're gonna use this again, see it's still got Mod Podge on it. If you wrap it in like a baby wipe, and I highly recommend you keep these at your workstation. It's very beneficial. Just wrap it up in there, and it'll stay where it needs to stay. And I always double check my Mod Podge to make sure that it's safe to put back in the container. That's if I decide to put it back in the container, because I'm going to waste a lot. I waste everything because life's too short to stress about stupid stuff. So, okay, so here's the next step. I don't know why it keeps kicking me like that. It's so weird. Okay, so, let me get my cup turner right here, and make sure I have my chunky. We'll go ahead and, oh, and also, I seal my glitter, on my cup with clear coat spray. It doesn't matter if you use Rust-Oleum, it doesn't matter, whatever, you know. No, it's not buffering. It's literally kicking me off, and it's asking me if I want. It says that it force closed or whatever, and asking me if I want to send feedback. So I send feedback. Then whenever I go to come back in, it asks me if I want to resume. I'm not quite sure what it's doing, to be honest with you. Yes, you just seen me spray this in my house, in my craft room, because that's what I do. You don't have to do that. That's up to you. Whatever makes you comfortable in your own house. I do not spray my colored spray paint, just because I am messy and I will get it everywhere. I don't know. But, you know, depending on your preference, if you want to cover up with protective gear, some people do, some people don't. I don't, so let's get this party started. Oh, really? Well, I mean, that's good to know. That is so weird, though. Oh, and you always need a Dr. Pepper when you're crafting. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, Amber. Hi, Tina. Um, hey, ladies. So I think after this live, um, I may go in the group and do, um, go live and do I have to do another shattered glass, image. Oh my God. Shattered glass tumbler. And, so I figured I would go live and work with y'all with that. For those who kind of sort of missed me last time. So I'm just getting another measuring cup, and this is what I'm gonna measure my epoxy in. And for a 20 ounce, me personally, because remember guys, I'm at waste a lot, you know. So yeah. So me personally, let's see, we can do, let's try 7.5 and 15. So we can do that. Hi, Elaine. Yay, Amber! That's awesome. Hi, Elaine. Okay, I feel so terrible. Poor Elaine can't be doing this with me right now because I'm so terrible. It was such a horrible day. God, Jace, and we figured out tonight what his problem is. He's teething again. I'm like, oh my God. Last night was terrible. Holy crap. And then today was terrible. It was just, oh my God. It's like one of those things where you're like, I just want to pull my hair out right now. And he just, he doesn't talk. And so or he talks when he wants to, I guess I should say. And he, so when you try to give him something that he don't want, he just growls at you because he's mad at you for offering it to him because he's a little turd butt, little stink bug. Well, I got you. I'm gonna open up your box and throw in a couple little extra things because that made me feel so bad. And then I don't even know what time you messaged me, and I didn't get with you. So I was trying to sleep today because I didn't get no sleep last night. I even had plans to go to family. I didn't do anything. None of us did. Plus, it was storming so bad here, and it was just like, we had tornado warnings and everything, and places flooding. It was really bad. So also, just so y'all know, like, I have Pro Marine. Actually, I think I may have enough of my FX. Let me see. We're gonna find out. I did. Whoop whoop. I am not a huge fan of the Pro Marine. I'm just going to say that. And it's not because it's bad. Please don't get me wrong. It is not because it's bad. Everybody has their preference. But I will tell you that I really enjoyed I'm trying to remember to stay in the camera angle, the camera view. But, like, I don't know. I kind of got used to, it drying faster. And not only that, like, my house doesn't heat up. Like, we don't keep it hot here. I mean, when it's hot outside, like, it's, we try to keep it cooled off in the house as much as possible. But, like, we may turn the heat on, like, January. Like, I mean, we just don't typically, and Promo loves its heat. Golly. You did have a good birthday. That's awesome, Elaine. Really, Tina? Oh my god. I have pictures of it flooded my front yard and everything. I had to CJ went to the store for me, and because we were supposed to go to family's house, and so we only bought like the main dish, the stuff to make the main dish, because AJ cooked. And it we needed something else to go with it or whatever, because we haven't gone grocery shopping yet, so we're just kind of like whatever. Then there's rain and stuff. We'll probably go tomorrow, but so CJ ran to the store, because that makes a lot of sense, right? It's raining so bad we can't go anywhere, so let's send our 16-year-old inexperienced driver to the store. But I didn't want to walk out in that water puddle, and he'll throw on his boots and go on out there, so whatever. Oh yeah, no, Amber, can't do it, girl. Yeah, Elaine, I remember that. I knew it wasn't today. I knew it was Thursday, I think, right? Thursday. Wow, Amber, yeah, no, can't do it. Tina, before you used the Fox Rizzle, did you use FX, or did you use something else? And it took me a few cups to make before I got used to the FX too. And like I said, Pro Marine isn't bad. It's just I prefer the FX for several reasons. Number one, because the heat temperature for the Pro Marine, um, it can handle up to, I believe it was 135 degrees, and FX is 500. Well, for those of you in Texas, you know you need that 500, because people, you don't want to have to, like, I absolutely hated telling people, don't leave your cup in the car, in the heat, da 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 da. Like, I hated that, you know? So, I actually prefer this. And then, it does cure a lot quicker. Like, I could literally, in 3 hours, I could take this off and go put it on a cup stand and let it do its thing while I'm moving on. And the other night, I had my cup spinning, right? And while it was spinning, I was like, oh, well, it feels tacky, like a little bit tacky, but like it's done like I normally do with the FX. And it had already been spinning like 4.5 hours. So I was like, it's good. I turned that thing off, and like 15 minutes later, I looked, I had a boob on the bottom of my damn cup. And I was like, oh man. So I hurried up and I was able to fix it, but still, that was frustrating. So I'm mixing this like I'm mixing some Pro Marine. You gotta make sure you mix it in real, real good. So, when you have epoxy, for those of you who haven't done it yet, make sure you mix it real good. Okay, so I will tell you. Oh, and I'm gonna open up my chunky too. Let me open up my chunky. Chunky's where it's at, guys. Nothing wrong with being chunky. Chunky monkey. That's what I call Jace. Chunky monkey. But dang it, what was I gonna say again? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I do. So whenever you, or whenever I, again, it's all preference, okay? But whenever I apply my epoxy, I always do it in thin layers. Because when you do it in thin layers, you can, oh really? Okay, Elaine, get it, girl. Oh, did you, Tina? Okay, yeah. So, see, I jumped from the Amazing Clear cast also to FX. So, I do understand where you're coming from because it did take me a few cups, to get used to it too. So, I do understand that. So, okay, so I do thin layers on this. Okay, guys, I don't like this whole, like, live thing cutting off on me and all that stuff. That's, like, kind of annoying, I'm trying to work here. My hands are about to get sticky. So, anyways, I, on all my layers, I always do thin coats. It eliminates problems. And also if you have to do coats for whatever reason, it doesn't it doesn't make your cup weigh as heavy. So I personally like to do that, which is why I like to do the chunky this way, because of that reason. Oh, let me get an extra glove because I don't like to touch glitter, just because I have like an issue with it sticking to my hands and stuff. Like, I can't save myself from it. So yeah. So anyways, this is kind of sat. I'm gonna heat it up for just a second to pop the extra air bubbles. And Promarine has like a slight smell to it. It's not as strong as like the Alumilite, but the Alumilite didn't bother me either. But especially when you like heat it up, like you could really smell it, But like with FX, I don't really have that problem, So, but I'm just. So you just apply it. The lighting is terrible. And then this cup is like uber super uber duper pink. Like, I don't know. You didn't know, guys. So I definitely feel like I should have went with, okay, so my glitter wasn't dried. I never have that problem. So I'm literally peeling my glitter off of my cup. That's fantastic. Great during a live. Like, I literally never have that problem. So I guess we're about to dump some pink on there too. It happens. Y'all learn. I don't I let you know that, mistakes happen. Stuff happens in the craft world. Nobody's perfect. You like oh shoot. Oh my Manta. I'm gonna have to probably mix some more because this is not working for me. I cannot believe I literally, it's like I feel like I'm scraping it off I don't know. Maybe it's because it's not. Like, it is pretty chilly in here because of the rain. And normally I don't have problems. Y'all already know. I will immediately go from uh 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 there we go. That's the end of that, baby. Yeah, I don't want to short arm problems, guys. But always, Amber, like it never fails, girl. You know what? That's true. I never ever looked at it like that. I'm about to show y'all how to fix this. I wish y'all could see it. I might have to turn my light. Go turn that light on so I can turn that one over to the side some so y'all can actually see what I did. Like it's all kind of jacked up right now. See, you can see it right there. Look, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Like it's all up here and everything. Let me see if you can see that. Look at that. Look at this. Terrible. I am gonna have to break down and go buy a heater tomorrow because I like my craft room probably feels like it may be about like 60, 63, 65 degrees. And I don't think any epoxy works good in that temperature. I can't tell you how long it took for those salt and pepper shakers to finish curing. Not curing, but like drying. So that way I could at least put the letters on there. It's crazy. But it never fails. Every time I do a live, something always has to go wrong. It's all good though. It's all good in the hood. Oh man, y'all. Ooh, Jace was really on it. He was driving us crazy last night. Me and AJ was like, come on, baby. Come on, man. Just go to sleep. And I wish I would have realized last night, because now I feel like a crappy Nana, because I wish I would have realized last night he was teasing, so I could give him some relief. I was like, oh, do you have an upset tummy, baby? Let Nana give you something for your tummy. I'm like, what's wrong with you? And I think the pressure from eating was like making it feel better or something, because he literally ate until he got sick. Like literally ate until he got sick. And he doesn't normally, like, normally the only time he eats is when he's hungry. Like, he doesn't, if he ain't hungry, he will tell you, he'll say no. But last night, he just kept saying, more. And before he even had a chance to finish his food, he'd say, more. And I'm just like, baby, eat your food. Eat what's in your mouth first. More. More. Sweet baby. Okay, Elaine, hold on 1 second. I'll show you. Yeah, it's terrible. Oh my god, when his back molars came in, oh, that was horrible. Oh my god, it was like, it must have been like a month straight. We was going through torture. I could only imagine how he felt. So today I put some vanilla extract on his gums, and he got some relief, and he was doing good. And then when that stuff started wearing off, he turned into a little little turd butt. I said, Jace, I said, yeah, it's going to make you a little reverse canvas that says turd bucket. Because that's what you are. Ooh, Amber, speaking of turd bucket, whenever I make one of those buckets, I'm gonna make it, that's all I'm gonna say, turd, I'm put turd bucket on there. I don't know, that would be so funny. Oh my goodness. So I'm just sitting here mixing. And you'll hear a lot of people say, go slow. I don't have time for that. It's not that I don't have time, I don't have patience. Let me say it like that. I ain't nobody got time for all that. No. Yeah. Turd buckets. I was like, yeah. Because, camping, I just hope don't nobody actually dump something in there, because that's where the light goes. And even though it's a submersible light, you don't want to exactly do that. It's just funny. And then I have a SVG that I got from Katie Catherine that says butt nuggets on it. I thought that was hilarious too. So, alright guys, so I'm going to heat this up a little bit. I cannot believe I did that, y'all. Yeah, for sure. Always calling Jace that. Alright. Let's try this again. So I'm gonna do just a little bit thicker coat on it because I gotta put more glitter on it now. So I'm not gonna do a whole lot, just a little bit thicker, just as long as it's, coating evenly on my cup, which right now it's not because there were quite a few places that I missed. So I know now that I don't like the whole 7.5 and 15. I'll go back to the 10 and 20 for my 20 ounces because that's what I normally do. But those who know me know I like to try new things, try something different. Apparently I like to do it when I'm on live so that way everybody can see my screw ups. It's alright though. There's no problem. Somebody's got to do it, right? Alright, so I did yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to how I'm going to fix it is I'm going to change out my gloves first and foremost. And then I'm going to add sprinkle more of the pink on it. And then I'm going to try to avoid the lower end as much as possible just because the glitter will the epoxy will absorb, it will eat up that glitter. So I want to make sure that it doesn't do it to the point where I can't add the chunky like I need to. So I'm just going to kind of fix it. I personally don't like this method, but you do what you gotta do. I'm just gonna lightly sprinkle that so that way it kind of covers it a little bit. Excuse me. Okay, just dump it, Sarah. Get it, girl. Never fails, guys. You know me. That is why I don't like to do the epoxy or the glitter onto epoxy method, because I literally just dump my glitter in one area. But your cup will only hold so much glitter. Like, seriously. So don't ever be afraid that, as long as you do a thin layer of epoxy, you should be good. Let it spin ever so slowly. It's like we're never satisfied. Like this one doesn't make the noise, but it spins so super slow. Those spin super, like, a lot faster, and it's like super noisy. Let me just, just, just a touch. Just. There we go. I think it'll be good because I'm going to add the chunky to the bottom, and I want to show y'all how I do that. So let me make sure this is moved. Oh yeah, Sarah, let's just, because we just moved this and we just, really bump that, because it's no big deal. I'm just going to throw that away because it's being a pain in my butt. Heat this up a little bit. Try to smooth it out some. Okay. Okay, so what you do with your chunky is when you do it, you're just going to, like, grab some and you're going to go, like, this way, not back and forth. You're going to go this way, okay? That's how, make sure that I don't, so that's how you, and then if you notice, like, areas that, you have some missing that you want, you just kind of focus in that area until you get what you want. And then whenever you want to make it into like an ombre, where it's kind of coming up and blending in, then, you just lightly sprinkle that, but do not go that way. Go this way. And make sure that you keep like your popsicle stick, because at the end you're going to kind of, pat it down to make sure that, it takes care of anything that's sticking up. So this is the best way that the glitter dealer showed us, and I'm going to tell you, ever since then, I've been okay with. Yes, the Fox Frizzle. It's the same thing as from my understanding, it's the same thing. It's a 1-to-1. It's a 1-to-1. From my understanding, it's 1-to-1, 1 part mixture. And then but it's basically just like the FX. They're the ones who make that. And then they just did that for crafters. That's supposed to be what the Fox Frizzle is. Yeah, the Fox Frizzle is supposed to be more along the lines for like crafters, So that's from me watching Susan. Susan did a lot of research. She called and talked to them, and all of that. So yeah. So I don't know. I may. What do you know? What the heat temperature is on that, Tina? Is it still 500 also? So you just kind of... Ooh, it is pretty on this gold. Yes, okay, so it's the same thing as... Because they're the same... It's the same people that make the FX. So I will tell you that the first, couple of times that I did this, I started to try to do this because it's habit, especially like when you're glittering and stuff. Um, uh, um, just try to really focus, on yourself doing that. Or like focus on not doing that. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. We're gonna spit it out. You know what, Elaine? Okay, so first off, you do have an option of taping it off if you don't want to, worry about that. It's okay. A lot of people worry, stress about that. So I will show you what I do whenever I'm done with this. Um, but you can always tape it off, and you don't have to tape off top and bottom if you don't want to. You can tape off just the bottom if you, or I mean, just the top if you want. Um, you know, uh, Let me see, because I think I have like a couple of spots that didn't get covered with, or I, pulled the glitter or whatever. I just want to double check. So, and then what I do is, because you see it's on my fingers, so what I do whenever I try to blend in, I just kind of like move my fingers like that and let it just kind of fall off. Yeah, it's right there. Because I don't want this covering like I normally do with like my chunky silver or, whatever. Want to try to balance it out the best that I can. Cover up my little boo-boo spot. But I'll show you, Elaine, how I do. Come on, drop right there. There you go. Um, how I do mine, and just don't let that stop you. Don't let that your fear get the best of you. Okay, so that's about I'm pretty good right there. Let me move this down just a little. So for the mouth, what I do is once I do the glitter part, I run my finger across the rim, it's got epoxy on it, I rub it across the rim. And normally whenever I do thin layers, it does depend on, in my opinion, the brand of glitter that you use. Because for those of you who have not, stepped outside of like uh Walmart glitter or whatever, which don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with Walmart glitter. They actually have like really pretty glitter, and it's super shiny and sparkly and stuff. But so you just gently tap it, anywhere that you see pieces sticking up, you just want to gently tap it to get it to lay down. That's all you want to do. Um, but I do recommend, um, you know, just try, just try. Maybe like if you don't want to venture out just yet and buy glitter that is from like a small business or something, then um I would try Recollections and I would try Walmart. And I want you to feel the difference in the two when you're epoxying. It is completely different. The feel of it, the way it, absorbs it, the epoxy absorbs it and everything. And the reason why I say that is because that way you kind of have maybe like a better understanding of, like, the roughness, like at the top, you'll kind of, in my opinion, it'll kind of give you like a better understanding of it. And then once you do that, like you'll so if I use the Walmart glitter, what I do, I'm going to show you on this end, but I do it at the mouth. So what I do is, whenever you have the epoxy on your finger, on your gloved finger, or however you do it, like you'll have like that excess, instead of like wiping across, like I just kind of tap the edge, with my finger, and let that extra epoxy get off onto the cup right there like that. And that always tends to help if I'm using like a glitter that's a little bit rougher. I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, seriously, Tina. Yeah, I only tap the chunky glitter. I don't are you talking about tapping like with your finger? Yeah, that's what I do. Um I just I don't know, I've always found that easier for me. And that's what I recommend if you struggle with that. So I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun or embossing tool, whatever you want to call it. You can use a blow dryer. I have like one little piece that's just sticking up. Okay. I think I got it. Nope, sure didn't. Let me just take you off because you're getting on my last nerve. I don't know what you are doing, but now I gotta fix it when it comes back around. But I'd rather take that off and fix it now while this thing is still wet than I would have to sit there and saw it down. Because that's exactly what I feel like I'm doing. It's yeah, it's like a pink and yellow, and it almost looks like a the yellow's like iridescent. So, and it's got like orange in it too. It's like a orangish color, but it's like pink, yellow, and orange. There we go. But they almost look like they're iridescent or something. I don't know. So, anyways, but that is how to glitter your tumbler. Thank you. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm gonna end this live. I'll go over to the group. If y'all want to go there, you're welcome to. I'll go over to the group and I'll after I'm gonna like get this stuff out of my way. But I'll show y'all how I do the that thingamajig. You know, um, the shattered glass. So show you how I do that method. Okay. So I will holler at y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye. Wait, how do you turn this off?